Here we're going to do another system of equations. I'm going to do this one in red. Again, our model is y equals mx plus b, our slope-intercept form. If I put the equation here exactly the way it's given, I can see that my y and my 2, which is supposed to be my b, are in the wrong places. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this guy over here, and I'm going to switch this guy over here. And every time you switch sides, you change the sign, pretty much. So this negative y becomes positive y, this positive 2 is going to become negative 2. Now, we would normally do something with our y, but since it's perfectly positive y, it's isolated already, then pretty much we're done. This guy here is our starting point, our b, our y-intercept. Our slope happens to be a negative 1. See that negative sign right there? It's like saying negative 1. But if we want to make it into a rise or run, we need to make it over 1. Remember, again, it's change in y over change in x. Our y goes up if it's positive, down if it's negative. Our x goes to the right if it's positive, to the left if it's negative. We have a negative 1, so I'm going to be going down 1, over a positive 1, which means I'm going to go to the right. So from this starting point, I'm going to go 1 down and 1 right. And if I continue the path, it's actually coming this way. And I'm going to do the other equation. Again, our model is y equals mx plus b. My equation is something like this. So I can see just by the model that my 42x is in the wrong location. My x's should be over here on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over here. Every time you change sides, you change the sign. Oops. Negative 42x. Sorry about that. And now we need to leave the y with a positive 1. So in order for you to do that, you always divide by the exact same number. Sign and everything. Okay, so it can become a positive 1. So right here I have a positive 1. 42 and 9, you can either remember how to do it in your mind, use your calculator, something, anything. But 42 over 9, basically, they both reduce by 3 at least. Divisibility rules. 9 divides by 3, so I need to check the 42. But if I add the 4 plus a 2, that's a 6. And 6 does divide by 3, therefore 42 divides by 3. And the 9 divides by 3. So here 3 goes into 4 one time, remainder of 1, that makes 12, which is 4. So it should be a negative 14 on top. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. 81 divided by 9 becomes what? 9. So in this case, that's our starting point. I'm going to start over here at 9. Our b. And this right here happens to be our slope. Change in y over change in x. Negative for the y goes down, positive for the x goes to the right. So it should be going 14 down and 3 to the right. That should be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 3 to the right, which is right there. And we actually found our point of intersection also. If I were to extend that, we found our point of intersection there. which is actually our solution. So in that case, that happens to be the point 3, negative 5. That is our solution. So in this case, x equals 3, y equals negative 5.